Hello there. Hi, welcome. I am Coach Mel, and today we are going to do a Tabata workout. So Tabata has to do with the timing. So 20 seconds of work. You got to go hard on that 20 seconds and then 10 seconds of rest. We have rounds. I was going to say sets. 5 rounds, 4 sets in each round. Round 1, lower body. Round 2, upper body. Round 3, we're going to combine upper and lower. Round 4, core. Round 5, cardio. Once we are done going through all of those 4 times in each round, we do what I call the finale. We go through every single one, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, right through the whole list, all 10. All right, so what are you going to need today? Light weights. This is about fast movement, not about heavy weights. So go ahead and select a couple. Now, I'm going to say that with a caveat. The first 2 moves are leg moves, and we're going to be in pulses. So I got a lot of pulses in first round, second round. So you can go a little bit heavier on that one. So I'm going to pick up 1 heavy weight for the first move. I'm going to probably pick up 2 heavy weights for the second move, but I'll show that all to you when we get there. But then, go lighter for other things. Some of them we won't use weights at all, like the cardio and whatever. So weights are not a have to in this workout at all. You can do the whole thing without weights. It is not a have to. But like I said, like the first round, I'll definitely go a little bit heavier because we're working legs. And then lighter as we change. And then I do have weights. I do have weights on the combo as well. So anyway, have a couple of different weights. I took out all the floor work in this one. There was a little bit for the core, and I just decided to do things a little bit different so we didn't have to use the floor. And then there's a little bit of cardio. So make sure you have a space that's not interrupted. You don't worry about that. But if you have an area rug, try not to be towards the edge of it because I don't want we're doing some side shuffles. I don't want you to catch a foot on that and end up on your dupa. So we got 1 more minute. We always start with a dynamic warm up. We always finish with some stretching. So stick with me to the end. Once we do the 4 sets in a round, you will have a 1-minute break. All right. That's where you can get a drink of water. Think about the weights that you're going to use in the next round. This moves pretty quickly. That 10 seconds in between doesn't give you a lot of time. So be ready to move. All right. I got to get a little bit of chapstick on before we start. Yeah, I'm one of them. All right. Make sure you have some water ready. If you like to listen to music, get it playing because we're about to start. I do not have any music on here. So I think we're ready. Let's get warmed up and let's get this going. After we do the warm up, I'm going to show you all 10 moves. I'll go through them really quickly. Let's get going. All right. As always, start with your march. It can be a march. It can be a jog. I'm going to tilt this down just a touch. You don't need to see above my head for anything, but I want you to be able to see my feet. I don't think I really did anything, so I'll adjust it again in a second. But let's get warmed up. Let's get that heart pumping a little bit. Bring it out wide. Make sure we're lifting and bending those knees, pumping the arms, right? We don't want to be here. We want to be here, using the hips, using the knees to lift. All right, in 4, out 4. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. All right, last set. Let's go singles. In, out, out. In, out, out. Nice. All right, kick that heel out. Heel out, toe up. I'm going to try to lift that up again. Keep going. Or I should say, lower it down a little bit. Keep it going. I push it and then I push it back. Yeah, that's better. You can still see my head. The feet are the more important part on this. Let's kick it back. Couple more here. And let's go to the side. Good. We're going to do some hip rolls, a little different. Roll forward and back. And let's go in the other direction. All right, bring that knee up and roll it out. Hold on to something if you need to for balance. Up and out, up and out. Remember, today is about a lot of quick movement. Let's go side to side. We will have these side lunges in our combo round. That's it. Toes are facing forward, hips forward, knees forward. Shoulders forward. That's it. A couple more here. Good. Let's hinge forward, arms out. Flat back, straight legs, out and up, out and up. So I always talk about mind and muscle. A little bit tougher on this workout just because we're moving quickly and for a short amount of time, but still give it a little thought. Let's reach across, rotate, reach all the way out. That's it. Reach and reach, reach and reach. Let's pull it back and release. Pull it back and release. Squeeze between the shoulders. Squeeze the chest as you come together. Good. Let's get some big arm circles. And go backwards. And just let those arms hang. Do a little twist. All right. 10 moves I'm going to bring you through quickly. So I went into a little pulse theme for the first 2 rounds. So first round, don't have to be super heavy. I'm going to hold on to one weight, and we're going to go down into a squat. I'm going to show you here, and we're going to pulse right here. That's it. Pulse for 20 seconds. Bring your toes up in your shoes so that your weight is in your heels. We're going to stay low and pulse. Second move, I'm going to pick up a second weight just so that I'm, oh no, let's do it on one side. Ha ha. All right. So whatever leg you step back is where you're going to hold the weight, and we're going to pulse in our reverse lunge. We will stay on one side for 20 seconds. We'll go to the other side. We'll flip back to side 1, go back to side 2. So you'll do each one. So when I step back with this one, the weight's going to be on this side. Whichever leg you're stepping back on is where we're going to hold the weight. All right. We're going to do a middle bicep pulse. So again, when we're doing pulses like this, your muscle is under tension the whole time. So you don't want to go very heavy, but we're going to be right here. And it's just a little pulse. Notice I'm not doing this, right? I'm just doing a little bend from the halfway point to about 3/4. That's it, a little pulse. Those weights are probably going to be too heavy, and they're definitely going to be too heavy for the next one, so I'm going to switch. We're going to do tricep kickback pulses, so right here. Notice I'm not coming all the way down. All right, you're going to want really light weights or no weights for that one. I'm going even lighter on that one. Woo-wee, already felt it. All right, so now we go into our combos. We're going to do a hinge with a narrow row. So we're going to hinge, row, drop, stand. We're going quick here, all right? Tabata is about moving quick. And then our second one, again, a light weight because we've got a long lever. We're going to go into a side lunge. Sorry, just one weight. We're going to go into a side lunge. As we go into it, bring that weight up and out. We're switching. Woo, I got a mirror there I got to watch out for. I'm going to have to scoot over a little bit. Out and out. Sinking into that side lunge while we're lifting out to the side. Again, a light weight for that because long lever, lots of movement. All right, core, high knee crunches. We're going to come here. All right, so really bringing that shoulder and elbow towards that knee, squeezing those abs. And then our second one, we're just going to go here, quick side bends. Now, you could hold weights here if you want. I just didn't grab them. But you could hold some weights in that side bend. You could hold a weight here for those standing crunches as well. So lots of options. And then finally our cardio. We are going to do a swing. I'm just going to use a weight for it. If you have a kettlebell, you could use a kettlebell. So you're going to let it swing between your legs and pop up. Swing and pop. Make sure you're holding on to that. If I let go of mine, I'm breaking a mirror, and I don't want 7 years of bad luck. Second move is going to be a little side shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, tap to the opposite toe or opposite knee. So quick little shuffles, 2 little shuffles, and woo, I'm already feeling heated up, so let's get rid of this so we can get going. All right, grab a quick drink if you need it. We are starting with legs. It's all about pulses. I want you to use probably one weight for the first one, and then one weight for the second one. We decided whatever leg is stepping back is where you're going to hold that weight, and we're going to pulse. All right. On those leg pulses, the reverse leg pulses, remember which side you start on, because the second set you got to switch, third you switch back, fourth you switch. You should get 2 on each side. All right. I'm going to start this timer, which means we have 15 seconds to get set up when I actually hit the right button. All right. So I'm going to hold the one weight in the middle. Now make sure that you're not holding and making your wrists all funny. Bring those elbows in so that your wrists stay nice and flat. You can hold it here or you can hold it here. That's actually better. Keep it flat. And here we go. Sink down. Now stay low and pulse. All right. I want you pushing into the heels, squeezing all the way up to your glutes. It's a small, literally like 4-inch, 5-inch maybe. You're not going very far. Weights in the heel, squeeze the glutes, and rest. All right, pick a side, whatever leg is going back, that's where your weight is. Remember, we are on train tracks here, not a balance beam. Here we go. Sink down, stay low, and pulse. That weight is right next to that back leg. Remember which side you're starting on. Whoo, the burn. So you can go back to the other side the next time through and rest. Oh, yeah, we're going to feel this tomorrow. All right. Feet about hip width or a little bit wider. 2, 1, back to our squat. Pulse. We're only here for 20 seconds. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go this way so you can see how I'm sitting myself back. But, woo, am I feeling it by the end of that 20 seconds? In the quads. All right, upper front of the legs. Oh, 2, 1, and squeeze into the glutes. All right, I'm going to the other side now. I was on this side, watch side. Now I'm going to the other side. Step back. Here we go. Sink down. Pulse it. Pulse it. Weight is on the heel of the front foot. You're on the ball and toes of the back foot. You're nice and straight here over your hip. And I'm moving probably about 5 inches. That means your muscles are staying under tension. 2, 1, that whole time. Shake it out. Woo! Holy moly. Okay. Let's get ourselves set up. 2, 1, squat pulses. All right, this is our third time through each. We go through each 4 times. Notice how I'm holding these. My wrists are not like that. They don't like to be like that. They like to be straight. Straight lines. Straight lines. Push through. Oh, 2, 1, and resting. All right, side 1 for me was my watch side. That's how I remember. Whatever you need, put yourself on those railroad tracks. 2, 1, here we go. Shoulder, hip, knee, straight line. None of this. No. Right here. Right here. Weight in the front heel, back toe. Feeling it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on out of it. Woo! All right, we got pulses, and then the other side one more time. Then you get a 1-minute break. 2, 1. Here we go. Pulse it out. Pulse it out. Small movement here. Weight in the heels. You can even kind of like tap those toes up a little bit if you want. I'm going to the side. Woo! Don't push forward onto your toes. Stay off of your toes. You got 3, 2, 1, side 2 for your lunges. All right, last move of this round 1, which is lower body, 2, 1, here we go. Nice straight line, shoulder, hip, knee. Check yourself out. That's when it's nice to have a mirror. I can see myself in the screen so that I know I have good alignment. Stay with it. I know it burns. I know it hurts. Well, it does for me anyway. If it doesn't for you, sorry. And rest, because you want that burn. All right. Go ahead and put that weight down. Now, shouldn't put it too far away because we're going to do the finale. Okay, so second round, we're going to do that top half bicep pulse, and then we're going to do our tricep kickback pulse. Again, small movements. I want you to use light weights on this one. Trust me in both of them. I think I'm going to use 5s for both. I think that's my decision. So I'm going to move the 6s out of the way, just the 5s. But we are using 2 weights in this one. This part of your arm staying still. Lock that elbow in right above your hip. And we're going to stay right there, really focusing on the bicep. All right, we got 10 seconds, so go ahead and pick up your weights. I'm going to go this way so you can see with the top part of my arm right here. Start at that halfway point. Here we go. Small pulses. Slight bend in the knees. Abs in. Make sure you're not arching your back. Abs in. Pull the pelvic forward. Halfway. No super grip on those weights. They just rest in your palms. Here we got 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, kickbacks. Little bend, little hinge. Right here. Elbows right up past your rib cage. And right here. Small movement. I'm only going about halfway back to under my elbow. Keep that upper part of your arm parallel with the floor. Don't move it. 3, 2, 1, and resting. So front of the arm, back of the arm. That's what we're working. Front of the arm, back of the arm. All right. In 2, 1. Here we go. Small pulses right here. Keep a bend in your knees. Nice loose hands on the weights. Pulse it. Pulse it. Pulse it. Keep that going. Keep that going. Woo! And rest. All right, back to the triceps. Told you this was moving quick. It sure is. Bend and hinge. Elbows up by your side. Pulse it. Today is a pulse day. Well, for lower and upper. Then we'll get out of the pulses. But, yep, going to feel this one tomorrow too because I feel it already. 10 seconds to go. If your weights are too heavy, put them down or pick up different weights. 2, 1, and resting. Holy moly. Okay. All right. What are we on? This is the 3rd time through? All right. I'm going to go this way this time. 2, 1. Here we go. Right here. It's not a big range of motion, but boy, we are squeezing the heck out of our biceps. This is being filmed in February. We just got another foot of snow this past week. I am so ready to be outside with nice weather. But in the meantime, rest. We got to do this stuff and get ready for it, right? Got to get ready for those sleeveless shirts and shorts. All right, bring it up. Here we go. Kick it back. Small range of motion. Upper arm. Notice it's not moving. It is glued in right there. 10 more seconds. Checking my form. Checking my form. These weights are getting super heavy. 2, 1, and resting. All right, one more time for each. Thank goodness that tricep one has really got me. All right, elbows by your ribs. 2, 1. Here we go. Small range of motion. Small range of motion. Squeeze those biceps. Excellent. 10 seconds to go. Sorry about the yarn. Need more oxygen. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right. Last time for these triceps. I'm going to do my best to keep those arms up there because, boy, let me tell you, this is getting hard. 2, 1. Here we go. Kick it back. And now small pulses. Keep that upper arm nice and still. Small pulses. Ugh. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Wow, that was tough. All right, shake that out. You have a 1-minute rest. I'm going to stay with some pretty light weights on this because I just beat up my arms. We're going into a combo round, so it's hinge, row, drop, stand. Hinge, row, drop, stand, okay? Really focusing on shift those hips back, nice flat back. Don't arch your back. Keep the back nice and flat. Rowing, squeezing between the shoulder blades. Number 2, I'm going to show you this time with a weight. Stay light with your weights here. As I step to this side, I'm going to transition the weight to that side and raise. As I come over, I switch and raise. I think I'm going to have to do my raise with a bent arm because I don't have room. So you don't have to. All right, let's get set up. I'm going to go a little bit heavier for the hinge and row. Ooh, I got to go. 2, 1, here we go. Hinge, row, drop, stand. Weight in the heels. Squeeze to the glutes for the legs. This is squeezing the back for the upper body. Not too much bend in the knees. Lead by pushing those hips back and rest. All right, just one weight for this next one. I have to do it with a bent arm. If you have room, do it with a straight arm, but I'm going to hit things if I don't. All right, step out, raise, lower, switch. Out, raise, lower, switch. Sinking into the heel, sinking back. Notice my shoulder, my hip, and my knee are all stacked. All right, you're not twisting your upper body, and rest. All right, I'm switching back over for my hinge and row. 3, 2, 1. Hinge, row, drop, stand. Hinge, row, drop, stand. Nice flat back. Keep those shoulders back. Don't round and come forward with the shoulders. I want you to come forward with the chest. And rest. All right, back to the side lunge with a raise. Like I said, I got to do mine bent or I'll hit the wall. Here we go. Out, raise, lower, switch. Out, raise, lower, switch. Nice and controlled on the arm one. I am getting into that squat, that side lunge, I should say, before I raise and lower. Last one. And rest. All right. Woo, the heart rate should be up. We're moving quick here. Get ready to hinge and row. 2, hinge, row, and stand. Hinge, row, and stand. Think of it as I'm pushing my hips back. Pushing those hips back. That's it. Hinge. 2, 1. And resting. All right, grab that weight, stepping out, and then raising. Here we go. Out, raise, lower, up. Good. Stay in that side lunge. Raise, lower, switch. Raise, lower, switch. 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, last time for each one. Then we'll do core next. 2, 1, here we go. Hinge, row, and stand. So a lot of people think you lead by bending the knees. The knees are only bending because I'm pushing my hips back. And resting. All right. Last time for that side lunge. Well, until the finale. 2, 1, here we go. Step out, raise, lower. Step out, raise, lower. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. And you have a 1-minute break. I do too. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink. So for our core round, I am going to suggest 1 weight for the first move, 2 weights for the second move. Again, I'm staying light. First one I'm going to hold here as I rotate and lift. Really, 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 really focus on squeezing those abs. And then the second one, we're just here, right? So the one that was on my original list was wag the dog, which I'll show you just so you can laugh. I wag the tail. It's down here, and you do this. And I went, yeah, I don't really feel like wiggling my butt on YouTube. So we're going to do this one instead, hitting the same muscles. All right, let's get started. In 10 seconds, we're going to come here and cross knee, squeezing that lower abdomen. Here we go. 2, 1, right here. You can do a lot of abs work standing up. Everyone thinks you have to be on the floor crunching. You don't have to. But be intentional, right? Squeeze those abs. And rest. All right, I'm going to a weight on each side. My feet are under my hips. Slight bend in the knees. Side to side we go. So do not lift the shoulder, right? My shoulders are staying nice and even. I'm tilting in the middle, right? This is not the same thing. I am tilting in the middle. 2, 1, and resting. All right, going back to our high knee crunch with a little twist. 2, 1, here we go. My exhale, right there. Three, 2, and 1. All righty. Back to that side bend. Remember, we're bending from here. We're not raising the shoulders. Here we go. Side to side. Run that weight right down your thigh. My fingers are literally touching my thigh on either side. Good. And resting. Back to 1 weight. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. 2, 1, here we go. Crunch, rotate, crunch, rotate. And rest. All righty. The hinge happens at the midway. Here we go. The midline, the mid, the waist, the whatever you want to call it. My words got a little tangled there, so now I'm making fun of myself. Side to side, side to side. That's it. Resting. All right, 1 more time each. I wasn't sure. I had to look down at the timer and see what it was telling me when it gave me just a 10-second rest. I knew we had to go again, and here we go. Not only are we bringing the knee up, but we're bringing the shoulders forward towards that knee. Really get that crunch. And rest. Whoops, sorry, I went a little extra on that. Get that weight right into it. Forgot to look at the time. We got about 5 seconds extra on that one. No harm, no foul. Woo! And we got 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right. Cardio is next. So I am going to suggest a weight for the first one. You do not have to, but I'm going to hold mine at the end here. You could also use a kettlebell, but make sure you have a good hold on it, okay? We're going to hinge. Let that weight go through our legs and then pop forward. It's here. It's here that's happening. We're just going to keep swinging. This is not an arm movement. This is actually cardio. Really gets your heart rate up, but it's all about letting that weight swing, okay? Don't move the weight. Let it swing by gravity. All right, second move, we're going to do those side shuffles, cross toe tap. Whew. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink. We got 10 seconds. Get yourself set up. Hold on to that weight. Okay, let those arms just holding on to the weight. Do not raise your arms. Here we go. Hinge. We are popping at the hips, hinging. Make sure you have a good hold on that weight. I might switch to a kettlebell. It's just a little bit easier to hold on to. Your weight should not be going up past your head, and rest. All right, side shuffle, cross toe tap. I'm going to do 2 one way, 2 the other way. Keep your knees bent. We're back at basketball. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle. That first one is always awkward. Now, if you can't reach all the way to your toe, that's okay. Reach to your knee, but cross it again. A little shuffle on the balls of the feet. Pick up those heels. 2, 1, and resting. I got to put a quick headband on because you know what's happening with that hair and how much I hate it. All right, you're ready for those swings. 2, 1, here we go. Let gravity bring that weight back down. Push the hips back. Snap them forward. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice flat back on that. If you were feeling that in your low back at all, you are rounding your back. Do not do that. All right. Shuffle, shuffle. Here we go. That was a better start. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Quick 10-second rest. Woo, grab the weight. Kettlebell, whatever you're using. Feet just a little bit wider than your hips. Here we go. Pop it. Push those hips forward. Squeeze through the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo. Quick second to catch your breath. Not much. 2, 1. Here we go. So we have one more set here in cardio. We'll have a 1-minute break, and then we do the finale, which is going through all 10 moves. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, rest. Each one. How's the heart rate? Mine's up there. All right, here we go, last time. That's it. And rest. All right, shuffle tap. Woo! 2, 1, here we go. Staying low, butt down. Last 7 seconds when I looked at it. By the time I said it, it was probably 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting. All right. Walk that off because we were just doing cardio. Don't stay still. You gotta let that heart rate come down a little bit. All right. We're gonna go through every move. I'm gonna talk them while I'm doing this. You'll remember them. Move number 1, squat pulses, 20 seconds. Stay down in that. Move number 2, reverse lunge pulse. We're gonna do 10 seconds on one side. 10 seconds on the other side. So listen for me to tell you to switch on that. Top half bicep pulses, tricep pulses. We have our hinge with row for our first combo. We have our side lunge with our lateral raise for our second combo. 10 seconds, we gotta start. We have our crunches, we have our core. All right, grab your weight for your squat pulses. Just past hip. And we gotta do all of them. Here we go. Sorry, I ran out of time, but we just did those last 2, so you'll remember them. All right, stay in here. Pulsing it out for 10 more seconds. Next round, 1 weight, so keep that 1 weight. We're gonna pulse in that reverse lunge, 10 seconds each side, rest. So I always start on my watch side. That's the way I know. We're gonna step back. I'm not gonna turn around when we go to the other side. 2, 1, here we go, pulse. Shoulder, hip, knee, nice straight line. Keep your chest up. Pulsing, 2, 1, switch, put the weight on the other side. That's a tough one when we're half and half, but we got it. All right, now I'm thinking of the next one and what weights I'm gonna use. It's that hinge row. Go ahead and switch. By the time you get them, you gotta get right into position. 2, 1, hinge, row, and stand. Hinge, row, and stand. Remember, weight in the heels, squeeze up to the glutes, squeeze between your back shoulder blades as you are rowing. 8 more seconds. Start with the hinge, not with the bend in the knees. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to that side lunge, lateral raise or bent arm raise. Here we go, and raise. Other side. Ooh, I'm so close to that. Let's step out this way a little more. Sink into that heel, squeeze the glute. I am going to, I totally missed a round. That's okay. All right, we got to go back to those bicep pulses and triceps. I switched to the combo when we didn't do upper. Here we go, right here. Pulse, pulse. That's what happens when you go live. I will be the first to admit that I am not perfect. And when you're moving this quick, it's easy to make a mistake, but you know what? I figured it out because I went, oh my gosh, my triceps. Where's my tricep burn? 3, 2, 1. Well, here it comes, folks. The tricep burn is coming next. All right. We're going to hinge. We're going to pull those upper arms up parallel with the floor, kick it back, and here we go. Pulse. Woo! Good. Looking down between your toes. Keep that neck nice and neutral. Oh my gosh. We got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right. 1 way. We're on core now. Because we already did our combo, we're jumping to core, which means we're doing that high knee crunch. And here we go. Exhale on the crunch. Engage those abs. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, our little side dips. Remember, this is where it's coming from. It's not up here. It's down here. 2, 1. Here we go. And we're moving quickly. Yeah, we are. Run that weight right down your thigh. Eight more seconds. Our weight swing is next, whether it's a kettlebell or a weight, doesn't matter. I just like the feel with a kettlebell better. And rest. We're almost there. Last 2 moves. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Hinge, let it swing. So some people have a hard time understanding what I mean, that this is not an arm exercise. You're letting gravity take this. Let gravity move that weight, not your muscles. Big exhale and rest. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, touch. Last 20 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. On the balls of your feet as you shuffle. Stay low. Reach for that opposite knee or opposite toe. Whatever you're able to do. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And let's walk that off. Woo! All right. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Okay. Catch your breath. Keep moving for a moment. And then we'll stretch once we get that heart rate down a little bit. So the meat and potato of this workout, that section after our warm-up, was 29 minutes. 29 minutes. The whole workout is going to be about 42 maybe, from warm-up to cool down. Right? That's not bad. That's not even 1 hour of your day. All right. Let's get into that split stance. Roll the hips forward. Come up on that back toe. Hang out there for a minute. Still catching my breath. Push that heel to the floor, hinge forward. Oh, feel that calf stretch. Yowza. All right, heel down, toe up, hinge forward. Stay right there. Let's bring it to the other side. Again, rotate, roll those hips under. Come up on the toe and ball of that back foot. Push your heel to the floor, hinge forward. Oh, goodness. Slide back on that heel, heel down, toe up. Hinge towards your toe. All right, feet out wide. Let's go into that side lunge and hold it. Now this one, I do want you to bend forward a little bit more than normal. That puts more of a stretch in that inner thigh. Toes are forward. Let's go to the other side. Reach out in front, flat back, straight legs. Then let your arms hang down. Rotate your toes out, hands above your knees, roll a shoulder forward. And other side. Roll yourself up. Bring those feet in. Open up wide. Woo-wee. Push the hands out, palms out, head down, separate your shoulder blades. So it's always hardest to start, right? The hard part is starting. But once you do it, I've never said come across, in and down. I've never said I wish I didn't do that workout. I always say I'm so glad I did that because I feel so good. For me, I'm a morning exerciser, which just means my day starts off across and down with so much more energy. I feel so much better during the day. Reach up, bend, give a little tug on the elbow. Other side, little tug. Oh, that feels so good. And let's blast it up with an inhale. Exhale. Woo-wee, we did it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you came and did this workout with me. You guys motivate me to be here, so thank you so much. This will now live out here in my channel under my live, so please come back anytime you want. Try it again. I really appreciate you being here. I normally don't say this, but subscribe, hit the notice bell, all that stuff. I'm here every week, unless I'm traveling or sick. But I'm here every week. Thursdays, 9 o'clock, that's Eastern time. So whatever time zone we're in at the time, Eastern, USA, Eastern time zone. All right, that's all I have for you. You did the hard work here. Now do the hard work in the kitchen, and I will see you again real soon. I'm here to help you be healthy before you need to be healthy. Almost forgot that. See you guys.